If you and your specific person, your twin flame, are both runners in this connection, both avoidance in this connection, then this video is for you. You see, most content out there is actually centered around the anxiously attached and their dynamic with the avoidance. The reason why this is happening is because most anxious attached, if not all, are overtly expressive and they are more able to ask for help, whereas avoidance, either fearful avoidance or dismissive avoidance, have a hard time putting words on what it is that is going on within them. I, as a recovering fearful avoidant, can totally understand why this is happening. Now, this is happening because we are afraid of being vulnerable, because being vulnerable would mean that we risk death. And this may sound a bit extreme, but it's not, because when we are actually opening up to get fully rejected and abandoned, for our inner child, it means death. Or should I say it better? For our ego. Death and rebirth, because this is the process of healing and of growth. It's a process, it's very challenging, it's very painful, it's very rewarding. Never it ceases to become less challenging. It just, the amount of time that we go from the fight, flight, freeze state to the rest state, which means the sympathetic nervous system state, to the parasympathetic state, it's how fast we get from one state to the other that makes all the difference. That's what, through healing, we achieve to do faster and faster. Now, in order to heal the avoidant wound, when both of us are avoidant, we would actually need to allow to feel rejected and unworthy of love. You see, the avoidance, they want to hide that part of themselves that may be rejected and numb it, because that's how they are protecting it. But by protecting getting triggered and getting wounded again, we also protect ourselves from love and deep intimacy. So we have to make a choice. If you're one of the avoidants in the relationship or in this connection, and say, what is it we want? Do we want to protect ourselves from pain and triggering and staying stuck and anything unfulfilling? Or do we want to risk getting our ego wounded and actually become the relationship we're looking for, become the vulnerability we so long for, because we do. When somebody becomes vulnerable with us, it's the most important thing. When we are able to become vulnerable with another, it is so rewarding. We get so much, comfort and self-soothing and reward for what it is that we just experienced. And we become very proud of ourselves in that moment. And then to do it again and again and again is just actually the process of becoming the relationship we're wanting. And yes, it's challenging. Yes, we might risk get really hurt and abandoned, even by our person that we're meant to be with. Because sometimes we think that if we're rejected or abandoned by this person, then, okay, the easiest thing is to actually, let go of this person. Sorry, there's an alarm playing, but I still want to share this messaging with you. I don't want to stop it here. So as I was saying, sometimes what will create peace of mind is that if we finally get, rejected to the point that it's done. And sometimes it's not done. What is done is actually that the rejection wound is triggered again and again and again until we grow through this. And from, rejection, go to validation. From self-rejection that we have projected, because that's the reason why others reject us, is we're projecting our self-rejection on another, so they can play the role of the bad guy because we're not seeing ourselves doing it. And then once we allow to self-reject by embracing whatever needs loving within our body, by being present within our body, we're becoming that self-validation that we're so desperately needing. And therefore we're able to, from there, validate others, and they validate us as well. So if you're both the runners in this connection, I would challenge you to become the more courageous one, the one that will be, open to getting rejected. I'm not saying to get stuck in a relationship that's, consistently one-sided, but in order to have the connection we're looking for. We need to dare to have one-sided love, because this is another issue. If we're always concerned on something being two-sided, having to control it, it's not coming from love, guys and girls, women and men. It's not, and I don't want to exclude all the other genders, sorry about that. But now the point is this, that we do not want to exclude love just because we think that it has to be two-sided, because that also becomes the ego's way to control, so that we do not get wounded or healed. Because when we're not wanting the medicine to work, it's becoming poison, which is, the pain, and when we're calling it in, it's becoming the actual process of healing. So it's very important to allow to get triggered. It's very important to humble ourselves to the point that we don't have control on the outcome, but we could still share what we're feeling, no matter what the other person does, says, or doesn't do and doesn't say. It's very courageous, and at the end of the day, it's rewarding, because we're becoming that love we're looking for, whether this person shows up at the end of the day as our significant one or not. We need to do that leap, take that leap of faith. And I'm not saying like go ahead and, and bring yourself to the point where you're just re-traumatizing yourself. Now, of course, do it with self-love. Do it with tools that you know that through this process, you're also healing yourself. Again, when we're just feeling pain without having that presence in the body, we're just re-traumatizing ourselves. But when we're allowing to feel the emotion, fully allow it to move through our body, by also bring that presence within our body, we're actually healing and shifting the wound into the medicine, the wound into the healer. We're igniting the inner healer, we're awakening the inner healer, the inner guru. So if you like this video and you want more on both counterparts being avoidant, please comment below, because these videos, I don't see them out there a lot. I've actually only seen one, actually only one. And I thought it was a great idea, because it really resonated with me as a recovering fearful avoidant, but still dealing with avoidant wounds. I thought that it was something that we really need to dive deep into. So let me know if this is something that interests you and resonates with you. And I want you to know that my course will be up soon. So check the link in the bio soon, because my course will be up, and it's going to be talking about the worst case scenarios in love. Love is not here at all. Love hurts, which is a lot for avoidance. It's totally love hurts. Love comes in and it's just hurting. And then love comes in and leaves. It's the breadcrumbing. It's the worst case scenarios for all attachment, wounding, and runner and chaser, twin flame, or for the people that are both runner and chaser, fearful avoidance. I will be having it up soon, so please check the bio link regularly. If you're wanting a one-to-one course and want to explore if we can work together for this time, for this month at least, I'm taking in one-to-one calls. Not that many, because I will be at my limit. I do have a specific amount of people I could see within a week. So do reach out for a free discovery call, so we can work together for this month. Next month, I don't know what I will be doing, so I could just promise for now. And let me know if this content resonates with you. Let me know if you need something different that is specific to your needs and wounds, and how you want to see yourself loving yourself. See you on the next video.